this is me, Jackson, and this is my first video, so if I do anything wrong, please don't make a disgrace of me. We're going to round, what is it, Dad?
7.
Round 7 of the British Supermoto Championship. So, hello, this is me, Jackson, and Spencer! And I just thought that you'd like to see my dad.
Hi guys, I'm Jackson and Spencer's dad, Andy. As Jackson said, we're just on the way to Teeside now. I'll give you a bit of a description of my job role within the team. So as you can tell, one of my jobs is driver, another one I suppose is mechanic, bike builder. That is my actual job, mechanic. Other roles that I've had to adopt in here would be probably finance manager, crew chief, chef, cleaner, pretty much everything really. So yeah, I suppose the other job that we can add to this role now is YouTuber, which is something I didn't think that we'd be doing, but it is something that we've wanted to do for a long time. And the reason for that is we think it will be interesting for you guys to see what happens behind the scenes of a racing team.
It's not the best one ever, but...
It's not the best one ever, but we all got to start somewhere, haven't we? Yeah, get to see what happens behind the scenes, get to see these young lads starting out in their racing careers, and you might want to start your own racing career and see what's involved with it, and you know what you need to do to get going, and you know maybe we can give you some hints and some tips. But we'll try our best to make these videos informative. But if you do have anything that you want to ask us, put it down in the comments below, and we'll try to address those questions in the next videos. But as Jackson said, making YouTube videos is not my area of expertise whatsoever. So we're just going to muddle through this. We'll try our best, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you.
Okay, so let's have a look at where it all started. It was pretty much inevitable really for Jackson and Spencer to get into motorbikes and racing. They've been around it all their life in race paddocks and coming racing with myself all over the country. And it's just something that they fell in love with. I've tried not to push it on them, but it's not really not really something that I can control. They love anything with wheels, anything with an engine, and it's just progressed from there, really. It's been a wonderful journey and something that I'm really, really proud of, to see them both grow and develop into the young riders that they are now. So let's have a look at them getting on the wheels. Okay, so much like a lot of young riders and racers, the boys' first bike was the humble Yamaha PW50. There's them when they just got it at a very, very young age. One thing I had to do was fabricate some stabilisers for it, just so Jackson could get used to actually riding it and getting the feel of the throttle and the brakes without the risk of toppling over on it or anything like that. But he did get the hang of that very, very quickly, so it wasn't long till they were taken off, and he was away on his own. Here he's just learning how to start the engine, something I think is important that they should be able to do themselves. But yeah, they've always, anything with two wheels, even without an engine, they've been obsessed with it. But the PW really ignited the passion for riding, racing, and just being out there on two wheels. And if you don't ride a motorbike, or you've never ridden a motorbike, it's hard to describe the feeling that it gives you of riding a bike. And I can only imagine what it's like from this young of an age, actually getting out there and doing it. There's Spencer having his first ever go. A bit choppy on the throttle, but we'll not hold that against him. So yeah, the journey for them has been memorable. They always tell me about the memories of all the different things that they've done on the bikes, and this PW will never leave us. We'll keep it in the workshop forever, because I think it's important they both have their own first bike. But here, they then told me that they wanted to have a go on tarmac, so we're just converting it over into supermoto. I think it's important that the boys do try and do their own maintenance on there, because it's important for me that they know how a motorbike works, and they have a little bit more bike sympathy when they've had to do the work themselves, and try and get a feel of the mechanical side of things as well. So yeah, it's this PW means a lot to us, and it's been the start of both of the racing journeys. And yeah, next we'll move on to the next bikes that they progressed from this, and we'll see what the differences are between a PW and the next bike in the racing chapter. Okay, so the next bike we moved on to is the 2022 1010 Bambino, and that's a 90cc semi-automatic motorbike. This one we bought as a supermoto. We've added quite a few upgrades to it. We've upgraded the tyres. We've put some better foot pegs on it that are raised up. We've upgraded the brake. We've upgraded the switch gear. Basically, any areas that we found weren't particularly good from the factory, we upgraded them, and now it's quite a nice little bike. It's been super reliable for us. Now Spencer's moved on to this one from the PW. You can see the foot peg risers that we've put on. And yeah, Jackson he did his first race on this bike before he moved on to the next bike. So let's move on to Jackson's current bike. This is a 2019 Husqvarna TC65. As you can see here, it started life as a motocross bike, and we have converted it into a supermoto race bike. That involves adding obviously supermoto wheels, handguards. What's not shown in this video is when I was just building it, but I've not yet added the crash protection, so the axle sliders, bobbins and the foot peg sliders, and an oil catch tank that goes on there to make it meet British supermoto regulations. But one thing he's had to learn on this one is a manual 6-speed, so he's had to learn the use of the clutch and gears, which is taken on really, really well. Both boys improved throughout the day. Really, really pleased with the progress. Just getting better and better each round.
So hi, and I'm dead proud of myself because I managed to get my lap times down to 57 seconds. And my worst one was about 35 seconds, so I've knocked off quite a bit there, haven't I? So hi, it's me again, Jackson. We've had a good weekend. I set a 57 second lap, 59 second lap, and it's been alright to be honest. But I think this is going to be the end of this one, and we will see you at Three Sisters. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe.